Day is it? 208. Hell yeah. Day 208. Hi, Air. I go live and instantly feel like I need to clear my throat. We're in a Star Fox map. Hi, Lost One. This is Matt's fault. It is, it is. It's not something... It's not something I'm supposed to talk about. Immediately starts talking about it. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I can talk about it with you in DMs if you want, Lost One, if you're curious, but... Hi, Kodiak. It's no drama or anything. Nothing like that. Wait, what? I almost said a thing, Lost One. I almost said a thing and talked about something that I probably shouldn't as a streamer. And then I caught myself, I was like, this isn't something I'm supposed to talk about. But if I made you curious, I was like, you can tell me about it and ask me about it in DMs. Talk about it, talk shit about me. Hi, Zoe. No. No, we're not talking about it. The only justification I had for talking about it was that other streamers weren't here. And now that you're here, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't talk about it. Which, again, it's not bad. It's not drama. It's not like I'm better than other streamers. It was about sub count and things I'm typically not, just shouldn't be sharing. Life is too short, talk about shit. Oh, I talk mad shit. Just, you know, on people that I feel are deserving of it. Which isn't too many people. It's like, oh god, what's the number? 16.8% of the people. I always forget the number. Yeah, don't you worry, I'll talk shit on people. Did anybody play this game, Star Fox Assault? I played through it once and I was just like, man, this is not as good as Star Fox 64. Hi, Nyashu. Sub count, view and VODs don't matter. It's the engagement of your community. So don't worry about that stuff. I agree. However, not everybody is dealt the same hand. And I don't want to talk about that stuff when I feel like I have been given a very good, very advantageous hand. Yes, I play Star Fox Assault like my dog would die if I didn't beat it every day. Really? Oh my god, I don't know that I've ever met somebody that played it a lot. I played through it once. I didn't like even come close to 100%ing it. I don't know. I remember like something about it felt off, right? Something about it was like, I didn't have fun with that like I did with Star Fox 64. Not as much fun, anyway. Oh. Hi, Shere Khan. Thank you. We're gonna have a 5:30 planking start. I'll be honest, the only thing I remember about Star Fox 64 was do a barrel roll. Yeah, but it was a tied together game. Hi, Dehi. Already on all fours, huh? I'm earlier than usual, but we always plank in the morning. What the heck? Hi, love. It more or less explained the wider world, brought characters together, got rid of characters, and finished up the story in a viable way. They didn't want to continue? I see. I cannot analyze it to that degree at all, because I played through it, and then never touched it again. And this is when I was like, middle or high school. Wow, this guy planking, bro, that meme was dead over 10 years ago, wake up. Oh my god. We've got 50 seconds down. 60 seconds down. Ow. 50 more seconds. Ow. 40 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Look. Why is this like the best stretch for your, or the best exercise for your stomach? 20 more seconds. Ow. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ow. All right. I'm gonna break my legs for a second. We're gonna loosen up the legs. Hi, Smug. I can't do this with my trackers facing backwards, so I have to break my legs. That's probably enough time. Alright, everybody look away. I gotta fix all the trackers. Hi, Pixel. Oh, God. I don't know that I've ever waved at somebody while, like, my torso is backwards and it's just like, hi, Pixel. This camera. This sound. Contortion. And I play this. We actually got a WoW video. Oh, did I not? I didn't plug in the fucking... I didn't plug in my treadmill. But we're good now. Mods, twist his balls. Elon didn't say that he loves me back in DMs. Because I was asleep when you sent that to me. So, back to recording in WoW. It takes so much longer than Final Fantasy, but the editing goes way faster. That's nice. I don't have to fuck around with separate tracks at all. So like when I do Final Fantasy, I need the visual track, which will have like ambient music and like really low sound effects. But then I have to get a soundtrack, like the music separately. And in WoW, because they've got the loop music option, I could just fucking go. I can just record and not worry about audio at all. Which is so nice. Somewhat. I'm kind of listening to the music now and I'm like, is it good? Now it's not doing anything for 10 minutes. Or 10 seconds. Okay, now it's playing. I don't know if this means anything to any of you at all. But yeah. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. I don't know if any of you watched it. I didn't. I was almost thinking like, hey, hi Feet-chan. I was almost thinking like, hey, I bet I can go to the store during the Super Bowl and there will be no one there. And then I didn't. Hi Non-Dairy. I was asked if I watched it. The fuck happened there? Honestly, I don't know a fucking thing about the game that happened. I did watch the halftime show. I didn't really watch the whole thing. I kind of skimmed through it just to like see what happened. See some highlights of it. It was Usher fucking speed running through like 8 different songs. Where he like did this song for 2 minutes, then this song for 2 minutes, then this song for 2 minutes, and it was just like, oh my god, dude. He had a lot of guest stars. Alicia Keys, Ludacris, which is a name I haven't fucking heard of in 20 years. There was some guy there. This guy's name was Jermaine something. And he came up and he was the guy that was like, alright, put your hands up. And like, he was in a suit, but the suit was like shorts. And I was like, what is this? It was fucking awesome. Alright, that's why they were asking, because of the mid-game show. I expected something like that would happen. Usually that goes on League of Legends Worlds more than sports these days. So what do you mean specifically when you're saying something like that would happen? Hi, Global. I don't know. People seem a music show, something like that. Well, they do that every halftime show for the Super Bowl. Hi, Bits. It went well. Like, from what I was seeing, everybody liked it. There wasn't anybody that was like, oh, this was the worst halftime show ever. No, Yulin. No, what? I don't know. I thought it was a good halftime show. I don't think anything will ever top Left Shark. Hi, Archangel VR. Why'd I add VR? I didn't mean to use your full name like you're in trouble. Hi, Fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did you sleep for like 20 hours yesterday? I don't, you haven't done the stream where you go over the art wall yet, right? I didn't miss that, did I? I did? Yeah, but you didn't do a 24-hour stream, Pixel. Goofball. I woke up to eat and then fell back asleep. Hell yeah. I'm on a really bad sleep schedule right now. Right now, I've been doing my walk, and then I've been falling asleep in VR for like 2 hours. Well, usually I only sleep for about 1 hour. Then I wake up and go take care of the cat. And then I fall back asleep for like 5 hours. And then I'm up for a while. And then around 5 a.m. I go to sleep for 3 hours. And I'm like, this is 3 fucking naps throughout the day. This is not good. Pixel, you always sleep. Sleeping with your mom. Man, I'll tell you one thing. Recording all those Final Fantasy videos and then coming back to WoW and recording WoW. At first I was like, I didn't really prefer one or the other. WoW was a bit more cartoony, but I was like, one's I don't think one looks that much better than the other. I now think Final Fantasy looks much better than WoW. Especially with the sky. The weather system in Final Fantasy is just so much better. Like, I basically drank a potion thing to make it daytime for this video. And the whole sky just looks grody. Like, it's not foggy, but like the view distance feels low. Things get really like grayed out really quick. And it just, I don't know. It didn't feel like the landscape was like, I could look over a vast landscape and see like beautiful mountains in the background. You're just catching that FF is obviously better looking than WoW? Oh my god. Well, so I was looking at different things, Bits. I was looking at the ground and I was really hung up in Final Fantasy that they don't have fucking flowers. Everything is painted on the ground. They have like bushes and then everything is painted on. And that was bothering me. But like, now that I have Weatherman and it's like, oh, they have like a literal sun clock. The sun moves across the sky. The lighting changes at all points of the day depending on where the sun is. And they have all the different weathers. Whereas in WoW, they have different weathers, but their weather system is ass. They have 4 different times of day. Under the stupidest time cycle possible. And their sky just looks worse. I'm just like, God, I prefer Final Fantasy recording to WoW. But that's okay. We're not planning to do all of WoW over again anytime soon. We are planning to like fix some videos eventually. I don't know when. I am planning to redo all of Final Fantasy. And when I redo Final Fantasy, I want to include the dungeons. And so like, instead of doing just this zone, it'll be this zone plus the dungeon in that zone. Hi, Zuvi. Don't forget our plans for Farming Sim. Oh my god. You know what was crazy to me? LoFam went live this morning. He went live like 25 minutes before I did. And he was playing Star Wars The Old Republic, and I was like, fuck you, what? I didn't know anyone else knew this game existed. Yeah, I was like, huh? And then I was in his chat, and he logs in, and he like has a few level 80s. And I was like, fuck, he was able to like get his old account from back then. But apparently he's been playing it a bit off stream. No hello for Dingo Bingo. Did I forget? I could have sworn I did, but just in case I didn't, you can have to. Hi, Dingo. I've been changing up my time a bit too. People be whack lately. They've all been going to bed early in winter, so. You forgot? Well, it was taken care of now. I blame Ewan for everyone wanting to play Star Wars lately. So here's the thing. Wolfam had no idea I was playing Star Wars. I've been getting tired at like 1 a.m. recently and actually sleeping, so I'm committing to it. Hell yeah. Me when they said other people are into foot and ball. Huh? We're gonna play Star Wars today. That'll be the Lost One Zuvi group. We're still in Nar Shaddaa. We're like so far behind. But we will, provided we don't have problems. We're only behind because of the last 2 times something has gone wrong. So one time, Zuvi had internet, and last week Lost One had prior commitments. But this time, we're gonna have a whole 6 hours. We're gonna fucking go. Yes, Freya? Tomorrow? Uh-oh. What's tomorrow? Oh, you get your treadmill. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's exciting. Sometimes I think about getting like a standing treadmill. Because one, you know, Blue Twitch stuff. But like, there's functionality that I'd lose with a standing treadmill that I am unwilling to lose for the stream. So it's not like something that could just like replace the stream. Or replace the one I use on stream. I can hide this one from the babies. Hi, Aeon. The big thing I need from a treadmill is the ability to do incline. And standing treadmills can't do that. And so... I'd be very sad if I lost incline abilities. But... I need a standing treadmill if I ever want to do Blue Twitch. I don't know if I'm going to do Blue Twitch at this point. I feel like I just have so much other stuff to do first that I'm like 2 months late on setting it up. And at this point, by the time I do set it up, it's going to get to a point where I can't do it anyway. And like, I don't know. I don't want to break the Twitch stream streak. I don't want to like... have like 1 day a week where I don't stream on Twitch. They're battered enough via stairs. So I'll be honest, Freya. The worst thing for your knees would be like jogging or running. A treadmill will be okay, but like if knees are a problem, you probably should have gotten something like an exercise bike. Maybe stop giving yourself 20 million things to do. A lot of it is me, Bits. A lot of it is my own fault. But a lot of it is things that, like, just life happening and I should be taking care of this. He's gonna abandon us to go to Blue Twitch, Sag Cry. I am never going to abandon Twitch exclusively. Unless Twitch shuts down, or, like, everyone migrates to somewhere like YouTube. He always abandons us, Zuvi. What is Blue Twitch? I'm actually surprised I'm explaining this to... So, there's 2. Technically, it's not that one. Bits is the other one. Because I don't think that one... supports streaming to the extent that the other one does. Yeah, that one. I'm not going to Star Wars, though. I think you're being too literal there, Aeon. I don't know. If I actually did Blue Twitch, and I, like, fucking popped off and made tons of money, then it's like, okay, well, hold on. Is there a particular reason why you're considering it just for different exposure? Or, like, better place? Because it sounds really fun, though. Most of my stuff is not motivated by, like, growth or numbers or, like, seeing, you know, what it'd be like over here. It's just like, that sounds really fun to me. But the problem is, I don't want to walk here and then, like, so, like, I really like that I stream 7 days a week. I don't want to, like, break those streak. I don't want to, like, stream 6 days here, 1 day there. It's just for exposure. Yulin, what did you say to me again? I couldn't hear you. I think you're taking that too literal, Aeon. I don't think everybody is getting into Star Wars. So when Nandari says, I blame Yulin for everyone wanting to play Star Wars lately, that only applies to the people that are going and playing it. Have you considered how this chat is the majority of the time? Exposure. Exposing your penis on Fansley. Keck. You gonna do a Love Ends collab, right? Probably not. The thing about butt stuff, well, for one, a Love Ends isn't gonna last 3 hours. For two, butt stuff should not be in butt for 3 hours. It just depends. I think YouTube technically is my best place, but it doesn't support the content I want to do currently. 26 minutes, by the way. Weak. Okay, so with regards to butt stuff, there's actually, like, a lot of kind of along the lines of safety, but kind of along the lines of, like, you can hurt / damage yourself. You shouldn't have toys in that long. Like, you shouldn't have something up there for, like, more than an hour. At that point, you're gonna run into irritation issues. Especially if you're exercising and getting sweaty. Like, don't do that. That's not good for you. Hi, Juice. Streamer ad. Send it to me on Discord. So, like, would I do toys and stuff like that? Yeah, but I need it now. Well, you can wait till tomorrow. I also, like, I typically don't really want to do stuff where I'm, like, getting off on a site like that. I more just, like, want to wear a cute outfit and walk with a green screen behind me. What the fuck is this? I don't know. There's no good answer that will, like, solve all the problems I have with this. And so it's just getting put off. Because that's what I do. When I have a problem that I don't have an easy solution to, I just put it off until it becomes a serious problem or not a problem. Tee-hee. Also, I want a drink. Ow. I shocked myself. I'm gonna sneeze. Am go make food. Okay. I hope you shock yourself again. Oh, don't worry, Bits. It will happen again. So we had a bit of a learning lesson yesterday where I was like, I'm going to start keeping track of talking points. And one of the talking points I wrote down was, you know, this mom in Missouri puts her baby in an oven. And I was like, wow, this is an awful talking point. We're never going to do a story like that again. Why did I even write this down? That was, like, so miserable. We're not going to have stuff like that again. Anyway, so I saw a story yesterday of football players that were playing in a thunderstorm, and like lightning just struck one of them, and he just fucking died instantly. Pretty wild. I bet some of you saw the footage of it. But it was like a bunch of, I think it was in Indonesia. Yeah, it was in Indonesia. There's like 3 football players just playing in a thunderstorm, which apparently the phrase is, if you see lightning and you hear the thunder within 10 seconds, you need to stop being outside and like go inside, cause you're in fucking range. Shazam. Shazam, but he didn't get back up. 1 second equals 1 mile. From lightning to thunder. It just hit this guy directly, which to me, I wouldn't have expected it to. They were in like a metal stadium with like bleachers and like large metal poles around them, but this guy just had so much fucking, what's the word? He was just so magnetically charged compared to the other stuff around him that he took the lightning bolt. You sure they didn't become the Flash? I am sure, Aeon, because he didn't disappear. He just falls over on his face. He had that Riz. Brother, I live on Twitter and didn't see or hear about this. Well, here's the thing. I live on Twitter and Reddit. And it was all over Reddit. I don't think I saw it on Twitter. It was across like 3 or 4 different subreddits that I follow, though. That's not what happens. You'll in its super speed not disappear? What? Why would he be the Flash if he didn't go anywhere? He just gets hit and falls over. My Reddit is all not safe for work. My Reddit is all video games, a little bit of world news, and not safe for work. Honestly, I could do with more not safe for work on Reddit. I don't have like... I follow Monster Girls, and I follow Cosplay Girls, and actually I think that's about it. And like Reddit can get pretty crazy with not safe for work. Somebody has showed me a subreddit called Centaur Girls, which is girls that have butts so big that they just like can use their backside as a table. I don't follow shit on Reddit, Lamo. I just find things. Well, I think Reddit's a good way to find stuff. I think getting too deep into the culture of Reddit is a problem. I think you need to always look at it as like a step back and be like, don't fall for echo. Like just be aware that most Reddits are an echo chamber, right? You can't treat it as like, oh god, what did they used to call themselves? The front page of the internet. I'm pretty sure Reddit used to call themselves the front page of the internet. And, yeah, when you look at it like that, Redditors are fucking annoying. Yeah, they used to. The most edgy subreddit I follow is Anti-Work, which I find myself agreeing with a lot. But then I find them being, like, fucking weird sometimes, and it's like, you guys... You need to be a little realistic with this one. I never comment on Reddit. The last time I commented on Reddit was like 5 years ago. And it was when Sword and Shield was coming out. And they announced that they're having the Pokedex changes. They're not going to have all the Pokemon in the Pokedex. And I was like, I wanted to make a team of 6 turtles. And they've killed my dream. That was my last Reddit comment. Although this is really funny. I got my dad into Reddit. And he fucking loves it. And he comments all the time. And he's chasing karma. And he's like, look how much karma I got on this post. And I'm just like, oh my god, I've created a monster. My dad is very silly with that. And every now and then he'll tell me about a post. He's like, I don't understand why they're downvoting me here. He had one comment where somebody on a post was like, lie on your resume. Always lie on your resume. I told them I could do this, this, and this, and they hired me on the spot. And I've had to do a little bit of those things, but it's all stuff I could learn easily online. This was the best thing I have ever done. Lie on your resume. Hired Paragon. And my dad commented on this post and was like, you should never lie on your resume or your job interview. This breaks the bond of trust that you need to build up with your employer to have a good working relationship. And it's only going to catch up to you eventually if you lie in your job interview. And everybody was just like, shut the fuck up, loser, and downvoted him into oblivion. And he was like, I don't understand why they think this way. And I was like, well, because that's the system for us, and that wasn't how it was for you, Dad. It's a bit different now. Because it's true, Lamo. Yeah. It was just really funny to me that he actually, like, posted that and thought everybody would be like, yeah, this guy is so right. This guy just, he knows what he's talking about. The trust between you and your employer, that really matters. It's harsher, so PS gotta go now to get something. Fuck companies. Wait, there's people that don't lie on their resumes? I have trouble lying on my resume. When I look at job applications, I look at their requirements and I'm like, oh, I don't meet these, so I'm not going to apply. And that's not the way to do it. I recognize now that, like, embellish the fuck out of everything. Try to have a little bit of truth behind it, but, like, yeah, fucking lie on your resume. Lie in your job interview. There is, with some exceptions, there is literally no legal punishment for lying on your resume. Now, don't go saying, like, I got a degree at this place, right? I think they can actually, one, prove or disprove that. Two, hi, Strog. That is actually, like, punishable. You're not allowed to be like, I have a doctorate degree. And then, like, not have a doctorate degree. That will get you in trouble. But, like, if you say, I have 5 years experience doing this, and really you have 2 years of experience as, like, an intern, you can't get in trouble for that. I was accurate on my resume, never get a job. I dumbed down my resume to make me look less educated, and I get a job. Huh. I don't lie, I misinform. I can't lie because they will check everything. I only lie on my resume. Literally just match your resume to what they're looking for. You're literally a doctor. Yeah. So, like, you can't lie there. But there's a lot of things you can lie. I'm in a field that I can fucking lie through my teeth. I have, if I went job hunting again, I could lie to the moon and back. Hi, Dr. Arid Paragon. And that would benefit me. That would literally just benefit me. And, there would be zero repercussions. So lie through your teeth. Speaking of, how bullshit is getting a job, dealing with companies, yada yada. I saw a story yesterday. This is on the Leopards Ate My Face subreddit. There is a contracting company called McKinsey. Basically what they do is you hire consultants from this company. They come look at your company. They run the numbers. And then they tell you how to run your company more efficiently so that you can operate at more profit. One of the things they constantly tell you to do is lay off employees. So when a company has announces 500 layoffs, it's almost guaranteed that they had a consultant come in and tell them, you should cut these people, you should cut this group, cut this entire division here. Their job is essentially come to your company, tell you who to fire. This company, McKinsey, just announced 3,000 layoffs. So the people that go around telling everybody to fire people are now all getting fired. And it's like, yeah, you fucking deserve it, you piece of shit. It's really funny. It's fucking karma. The joke in the news article I was reading about it was companies are running out of people to fire, so they have fired the consultants telling them to fire people. It's like, oh, you fired too many people. Now all that's left is you. Realistically, companies are constantly firing and rehiring. That's just part of the cycle. One, it keeps wages low. Two, it's very short-sighted and makes their next quarterly earnings look better. I'm also curious what the repercussions now as a surgeon would be. I imagine that it's more like they check more extensively. You won't be able to do anything, you're just done. Yeah, I imagine if you tried bullshitting a medical license, you would get caught and be hard blacklisted from ever doing that again. But I don't know the system. That's just what I imagine would happen. I don't know. It's when people say lie in your resume, they're not saying lie about your credentials, right? Which, if you have a doctorate degree, any medical degree, you don't really need to lie about your resume and schooling, right? Pat DeYulen, hell yeah. But if you were like me and you had, not like me. Let's say you just had a business degree and you were applying for a job in telecom. Fucking read a bunch of telecom stuff and then say you've worked in telecom before. Even if you haven't, just fucking say you have. And that'll be difficult for them to check. They will say hey, tell us what company you worked at. And there's some companies that are just so big and or no longer in operation that you can just be I worked for this company. Company doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, sure, okay. They can't be we couldn't talk to anybody at this company. It's no longer in business. So we don't believe that you worked there. So we're just not going to. They would really struggle hiring if that was the case, especially in telecom. Because the big thing in telecom is set down a bunch of fiber, get a collection of route assets, and then sell that to a major company like Verizon or AT&T. So there's hundreds of these fiber companies that they just spring up for 10 years and then they sell out. And you could just find one of those, pick them, say you worked for them, and there's literally no way to prove that you did or didn't. That's how it would work in my field. I want a drink. And I shocked myself again. Good rule to go by, just lie about experience they can't fact check. Like volunteer work in big business and companies that are no longer there. Drinking on a Monday sounds about right. It's water, you goofball. The only other business I technically worked for was my family company at Main Branch. But that wouldn't work for anything I'm currently doing. So, like, one thing you can do, Arid Paragon, and it sounds like you don't need to do this at all. It doesn't hurt to, like, give that. Well, I say it doesn't hurt, but, you know, Non-Dairy was just saying he had to dumb down his resume. Sometimes they just like seeing extra stuff. And so, like, when I was applying to telecom, I had real estate experience on my resume. And they liked that because they were like, oh, this was someone who has actually, like, dealt with clients and knows how to have a conversation with people. We want an engineer who's going to sit in a cubicle. But this skill will come in helpful when he, like, actually needs to call somebody. I do a very niche specific job that is always in more demand than there are people to do it. You always say you're drinking, though? Yeah, drinking water. Like every single human being needs to do every day, you goofball. Or just some place that a friend works who can answer their personal phone with a Google Voice number that just say that you're Pog. Yeah, if they ask for references. Oh, here's the thing about references. If you worked for a company and somebody at that company says to use you as a reference, have your friend call them and check them. Always, always, always check your fucking coworkers who say that you can use them as a reference. Have your friend call them asking for a reference and see if they're actually saying good things about you, or if they're like, yeah, this guy was shit. Because, like, I cannot tell you how many stories I've seen of, like, I've been applying to places and using this person as a reference, and apparently they were bad-mouthing me the whole time. Fucking fact-check your coworkers. Or some place that a friend works. Yeah. It is called Spectrum Management. The only reference I ever needed was a teacher. And he was very adamant about this fucking bird truck coon me. He was very adamant about finding everybody a job right away. And so, like, I kind of knew he was going above and beyond for the students there. And it worked. I applied to, like, 50 places on my own, found nothing. And then he contacted me about, like, a place that was recruiting his students. And I said, fucking yeah, send my info to them. And then I got that job. I always forget about this zone from this expansion. Because it's just like, I don't want to say forgettable, but kind of boring. Like, in Mists of Pandaria, there's the Jade Forest, which is really cool. It's the first, like, bamboo forest. I think it might be the only bamboo forest in WoW. And it's really, really cool. It's literally like the rock spires of China that look really beautiful. Then you've got this, which is just a valley. You've got the Krasrang Wild Swamp. You've got the Kunlai Tundra. Townlong Steppes, which is not super exciting, but it has these giant, like, orange trees. Which are cool. And then you've got the Dread Waste, which is Townlong Steppes, but corrupted. All of those zones were like, whoa! And then just this one was like, it's a valley. It has the Stormstout Brewery. It's got that going for it. Yay! But yeah. Where did we even start with the business thing? McKinsey layoffs. But there was something that led into that. I don't remember. I was watching, Right, off to next proc, gotta fix it. Comminuted radius and dislocated ulna. So got the 2-for-1, have a good one. Fired Paragon. I was watching Spy Family last night. And this is actually kind of funny. I like haven't seen anything of season 2. The group I watch with, we just haven't started season 2 until last night. We watched 2 episodes. While I was watching Spy Family, Strong sent me a picture of their desktop, and they were like, dude, I set the thing up. And I saw the little fucking Anya figurine. And I was like, oh, Anya, I'm watching that right now. And then he says to me, in what sounds like the most tired sentence I've ever read in my life, it doesn't matter what I do. Everyone always notices the Anya figure. And I'm just like, oh shit. Dude, I'm sorry. It's really relevant right now. I'm outed. You are. You are outed. And I'm like, look, if I wasn't literally watching it right then, I probably wouldn't have pointed it out. But I was literally like, I was just watching Spy Family. So it was extremely relevant in my mind. I don't know, Strong wanted to show me the MacBook he had set up. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I can't play games on a MacBook. So, like, I don't understand why people want this inferior piece of equipment that does nothing but be a paperweight. Like, that's how my mind thinks of MacBooks. Even though that's not how it is at all. They're probably very useful for many things. Dang, my cell service stopped. The last 20 seconds. No! I was saying my view on Mac products. Because they're so much more difficult to game on that I typically just write them off. To me, a MacBook is like a cell phone that you can't make calls on. Because a PC is for gaming. So, like, if you can't play games on a PC, what the fuck is the point? I edit photos on mine? I see. It's the Storm Stout Brewery. Yay. Yeah, I don't really game on it. I mean, so it's just always been like, you can't play. I don't even know if you can play World of Warcraft on a MacBook. I just know, like, a lot of Steam games you can. So I've just always looked at it as like, why? What is the point? I didn't care much for Macs because of that reason. I got a meeting in 5 minutes. Kith for Yulin, though. I hope your meeting goes fast. I hope you warrior, this could have been an email, Socks. And your boss sees them and he kind of like chokes up. And he gets real nervous because he realizes he's being a fucking tool by having this meeting. And he says sorry to you like 5 times. But then when I got more into photography, it seemed nice and standard. Oh. I see. How does Boss see his socks in his shoes? Because you don't wear ankle socks to a job. Or at least most jobs you don't. And so he's going to have his shoes, okay? His shoes are going to go up to here. And then above that, his socks are going to go over his ankles. And you can see that part unless you have, like, pants covering them. But what you do is you cross your legs. Specifically, you bring, like, your right ankle up to your left knee. And that pulls the pants upward a little bit so that people can see the socks. I know there are ways to make it work, but it's kind of weird with running a dual OS and junk. Ugh, that sounds obnoxious. It is standard, but what you can do on a Mac, you can do on a PC and probably faster. I imagine, and this is me just guessing out of my ass, I imagine that, like, a lot of the stuff on Mac is just, like, default. Like, it's just there when you get a Mac. And to do that sort of thing on a PC, you have to set it up to, like, get additional programs. I also just never had a MacBook and wanted to try. So I got just a base model MacBook Air. It's some portable and it's silent. 13M2. So wait, is this something you got recently, Strog? Or is this like you've had it for a while? Since I use an iPhone, Apple Watch, AirPods, and wanted the whole setup? Point. Yeah, at this point, the only reason to have a Mac is for the portability. Being made as a heatsink body, they can be made much smaller for the power, but they are just so expensive, and I've had it for a year. Okay. I wasn't... If I was being honest, if you'd said, like, no, I bought it 3 days ago, I'd have been like, oh, this guy spends too much money. But if you got it a year ago, that doesn't apply. I was just editing photos today. Oh, I see. Because I usually volunteer to photograph ceremonies and stuff. Hi, Wrath. Stop worrying about what people do with their money. You're right. You're right, Bits. It's not my money, and I shouldn't be thinking about it like that. There's a few people that will come to me for advice about money, and they'll be like, should I buy this? And I'll be like, no. No, you shouldn't. But that's them coming to me. That's when it's, you know, more appropriate, right? See, that's fair. Yeah. I'll go band for band with anyone. What's up, Strog? Let's open some CS cases. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I didn't say I was dumb. Wow. That's heartless, Strog. Bits was literally defending you and telling me to get off your back, and you just turned on him. That's cruel. Hell yeah, Strog. I don't open cases, dumbass. I just buy my skins. There was, I didn't see anything about the Super Bowl other than the halftime show, right? But I did see, apparently Nickelodeon had a little segment talking about the Super Bowl. And Nickelodeon was like, you know, the Super Bowl's going on. There's a lot of celebrities watching it. And then they made they made SpongeBob characters of like celebrities. And so they made LeBron James and Finn Diesel hanging out together. And it's like two fish that look like LeBron James and Finn Diesel. They made Billie Eilish, who's an eel. And then they made Herring Styles. And it was just like, this is fucking good lord. I don't have any cases because I don't play. It was it was so dumb, but at the same time I was like, that's fucking clever. That's funny. The other thing I saw about the Super Bowl, and I felt so fucking called out by this. It's this TikTok guy that makes like jokes comparing the different generations. I want SpongeBob to play the Super Bowl and call it a Bubble Bowl. Oh my god. This guy's whole stick on TikTok is, this is what baby boomers do. This is what Gen Z does. This is what millennials do. This is what no, Gen X, then millennials, then Gen Z. And so it starts with baby boomers watching the Super Bowl. And it starts with this guy just clearing his throat loudly and going, "Martha, get me a beer. I said a beer. Yeah, it's time for the Super Bowl." And then like and then it says what was it? Gen X watching the Super Bowl. And it's this guy going, if Taylor Swift ruins this Super Bowl, I'll never listen to her again. You know, just some bullshit that like somebody from Gen X would say like that. And then a millennial, and you see this guy like come into the room, stick his head, and he's like, "Hey, can you guys let me know when the halftime show is?" "Yeah, thanks." And then he goes back upstairs. I don't remember the other two, but the fucking millennial just being like, "Yeah, let me know when it's the halftime show," was just like, oh god, that's literally me. I could spend like $200 on cases and keys and maybe recoup like $30. Yeah, but Strong, what if you get the 1.3 million skin? Bro, he not wrong, that is me. Cases are a gamble. You either make fuck all or you actually make a decent amount of money. I wish I could remember his other things for like what Gen Z said. And then it actually goes like, at the end he always goes to what the silent generation says, and they just say some crazy racist out of pocket thing. So it's like the silent generation watching the Super Bowl. "Back in my day, we used to throw bricks through the Italians' windows. We called that a pizza party." It's just like, oh my god, what the fuck? I want a drink. What is with this guy? This guy just flies in on a mountain, just like zips all over the place like he's fucking crazy. I've never seen somebody move like that. That's the problem. I do not gamble because I have a genetic predisposition towards it. I don't have anything like that I'm predisposed to. Shortest video on the channel. Let's go. This, God, I've heard this song so many times, just from sitting there for 8 hours a day. I've never seen the inside of the golden saucer from any FF other than 7. Is the golden saucer a reoccurring thing that's in, like, every Final Fantasy game? I just noticed the song and was like, oh. So wait, you haven't seen it in 14? That's crazy to me, Nondary. Because you can go here. It's only in 7 and 14? Oh, I see. But you haven't been here in 14? And so I just buy my skin and sell my cases? Hi, Cirksney. It's either an FF or it's advertised on a billboard as a cameo. Oh, okay. This definitely seems like the type of thing that they would either put in every game or at least reference in every game. I have not played 14. 14 is a very good MMO to play under. Now, you don't have too much time, so I understand why you haven't played it. I think we've talked about this. But it's a very good, like... It's a good MMO. It's a better RPG. And the story for it is fucking incredible. It's like a 300-hour story that evolved over years, and, like, it's just good. Like, it's just... It has a few problems. Like, there's one character, and this will be a little bit of spoilers. There's one character that seemingly died, like, 4 times. But, like, she sells too much merch. And so they will never kill her off. And there's a few things like that where it's like, the story would have better if they maybe weren't so cautious with this character. But, like, from a business standpoint, it'd be stupid too. I just can't really be bothered to care about CS skins. It's like Sid. It's in the FF games, but often tucked away on something as simple as a flyaway paper. Or built up like 7. Yeah, so I think I remember Sid that was in, like, every FF game. To some degree. I don't know. I unsubscribed from FF like 2 days ago. We got all of our walking vids out, and now we're just chilling in the Dawn Trail waiting room. I would like to get there with WoW. Because, well, WoW's actually a little hard to unsubscribe from. Because I want the trading post shit. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I don't want to miss that. I've thought of playing it, but struggle to get into MMOs without friends to play with. That's part of why I was excited to play Star Wars. I wanted to play more, but back in the day, everyone just quit. I got into... So I tried Star Wars once before, when Stormblood was, like, on the horizon. Hi, Nick. Is that the cute and adorable Yulin Dicey? It is! When Stormblood was, like, coming out in 2 months or something. Hi, Slayer. Imagine having friends. Oh god, Gale is spreading. I tried Final Fantasy way back when. And I only got to, like, level 13. Didn't really like it. When I was playing VR chat, years later, about this time, hi Louie, Final Fantasy XIV did a really big promotion with Twitch Prime, where if you had Twitch Prime, you got Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn for free, and you got, like, 2 months of playtime for free. It was a fucking crazy deal at the time. And because of this, a lot of VR chat people were like, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy, and hopefully you all can play it with me. Whoops in particular, like, was big for this. But, like, a lot of them did it. Drekwiz did it, Shiny did it, Anubis, Proxy, Lele, Vince, I can't remember if Rebel did it. a lot of people from VR chats just started playing Final Fantasy together. And so a lot of people from their communities played with them. And they made 2 tandem guilds. There was the Whoops Guild, and then there was the Lele Guild. And they were called, like, sister guilds, and they were, like, literally on the same server and right next to each other. Between the 2 guilds, there was, like, 200 people online at all times. And it was crazy, because it was, like, when you play an MMO, you don't typically know everybody in your guild. If you have, like, a raid guild of, like, 25 people, you've got your core of 10. You know everybody there, but you're not actively hanging out with all of them. But this was taking, like, the VR chat relations. So, like, in a guild with 200 people online, you knew every name. You had literally seen them in Twitch chats or hung out with them in VR chat. So you knew everybody. And then the actual people that you knew that, like, you'd really hang out with and spend time with, that was like 30 people. It was insane. And so, like, for me, it was this golden age of Final Fantasy where, like, I knew everybody. Now, I hate the combat in Final Fantasy. There's, like, 3 MMOs I would have preferred this happen to instead of Final Fantasy. But I had a really, really good time playing Final Fantasy back then. Tab combat, I kind of agree, Bits. I had a lot of fun back then. I was going through the story. It was a good time. It will never happen again. That will never have that perfect storm to have an MMO where I just feel like I know 200 people in it again. Damn, I have a spare laptop. I should set up a dedicated server for Palworld and just play that with stream like once a month. That's a good idea to keep my stream going while I'm busy with work and the commute. Tab combat. That's just the first game with dedicated server that I can think of. Do it, but beware of memory leak issue. Said Bits speaking from performance. Restart it like every performance? Said Bits speaking from experience. Restart it like every 12 hours. Not to randomly promote, you just gave me the idea? No, you're someone who's allowed to talk about your stream. I don't want people to, like, talk about their stream every time they're here. But, like, when it's relevant to conversation, it's like, yeah, I don't mind and encourage it. I have noticed, LOL. The only other time I've had that feeling of, like, everybody I know is playing this game and I'm playing with them was Monster Hunter World when Iceborne came out. That was a good time. That was a lot of fun. I actually watched a video on Monster Hunter World yesterday. It was about Alatreon, which, for anyone who knows, Alatreon, or Alatreon, I don't know how to say it, is the second to last monster you fight. Maldraxxus? I need to turn the sound up. This is one of the old, quiet videos. So when Iceborne first came out, Monster Hunter World just had 16-man lobbies. And playing with everybody from VR chat, God, that was so fun. We'd be in a 16-man lobby, and it would just be full. It'd be like somebody would join the Discord call and be like, is there a room? And we'd be like, nah, dude, make another lobby. Or, I think this person has another lobby. And we'd be split between, like, 2 lobbies just because we had so many people. That shit was awesome. Yeah, I remember those days. Dude, Monster Hunter was the most fun. That and running Kulve Taroth with Proxy. Those are my two, like, peak golden ages of Monster Hunter. Never had another active Discord. Hi, Carface. That was a really fun time. The video I watched on Monster Hunter, we used to have like 3 lobbies at any given time. Jesus. The video I watched yesterday was on Alatreon, which I fucking hate Alatreon. So for anybody that doesn't know, Monster Hunter is like, you hunt a monster, you have 50 minutes. Doesn't really matter if you're doing a top DPS build, so long as you can kill the monster without being killed 3 times within 50 minutes, you win. But Alatreon is like, not how it works at all. With Alatreon, you have to do an elemental DPS check. You need to do enough elemental damage to it that its ultimate attack will not kill you. And the way it works is he will either start in fire phase or in ice phase. And if he starts in fire, you bring ice. If he starts in ice, you bring fire. After 3 minutes, he will go to his dragon phase, and your element will do less damage. And then when he's done with this phase, he will go to the element that he didn't start with, and at this point you're going to be doing like no elemental damage to him, because if you're bringing fire to his fire phase, your fire isn't doing much damage. The way to counter this, and you need to do enough elemental damage to him so that he won't one-shot you with his ultimate. So it's very much like, you need to do 10k elemental damage within, 9 or 10 minutes. In 6 minutes, when he does like his first fire phase, and then his dragon phase, you need to break one of his horns, and that will prevent him from going into ice phase. Instead, he will go back to fire phase. It's very just like specific things. I don't know how somebody is supposed to figure this out on their own without like looking stuff up. Because of all this, it's one of the first fights in Monster Hunter that, like, you can't just survive. You can't just out-endurance the monster. You have to be doing a DPS check. You literally have to, and be doing specific things. And so, like, people fucking love or hate it. Can't believe I've been spoilered. I can. On this channel, I can. I fucking hated the fight. Now, I hated it specifically because I was a Gunlance player. And Gunlance does fucking no elemental damage. And so, like, playing my main weapon, I just didn't even have a chance of beating this. Now, due to some buggy exploits, Gunlance actually has the fastest kill on the monster. But playing Gunlance the intended way just means you're gonna fucking die fighting these things. But we have infinite combo with Gunlance. Gunlance has a few infinite combos, but like, it just fucking sucked. Just not being able to hit that elemental check. And like, I was playing with 3 others. So Selden, Casey, and Winterblue. And it just felt like, oh, we didn't hit the DPS elemental check. It was my fault. If I wasn't playing Gunlance, we would have hit that and we wouldn't have all died there. And it just felt so bad. It made me so miserable. I ended up switching to Greatsword and then Lance. And we were able to do it that way. But it just felt bad and it made me not want to play Gunlance. Going into Rise, it got worse for me for Gunlance. Because I like long ammo charge shells. Most people think it's a really boring playstyle. I fucking love it. And going into Rise, they mixed up the shelling. And they gave us Blast Dash, which competes with Charge Shelling. It's just, ugh. I am no longer a Gunlance main. I hated Alatreon. I hated that fight so much. I don't think it ruins Monster Hunter like some people think it did, but apparently people are either they're very divisive on it. There's people that like, this is peak Monster Hunter. Every fight should be a DPS check like this. It's just get good, losers. And it's like, ugh. Okay, dude. I'd always liked Gunlance in the past games. So Gunlance wasn't in Tri or Tri Ultimate. I believe it was in Generations and 4 Ultimate. But they had the heat gauge back then. Welcome back, Zuby. They had the heat gauge back then. It was a little much for me to learn. Someone I know opened a 150 to 250,000 knife a couple months back. Just found out he turned down an 800K offer because he thinks it's the number one 1.5 million knife. This idiot. Good Lord, Bits. If somebody offered me 800,000 for it, that's like retirement to me. That's like cool. I'd never have to worry about money again. That is... just for reference. And he's just been sitting on it for months. This is the number 2 pattern. At 150 to 250K. Why does he think it's the number 1? Like, shouldn't it be easy to be like, that's not the number 1, dude? You could buy all the baked beans on Earth, Elon? Because it's close? Is it like its name is close, or like... has he realized the error of his ways and he's like, oh god, I'm dumb, or... does he genuinely think like, nah, the websites are wrong, I can sell this for 1.5 million? Pattern number? I don't think I could buy all the baked beans on Earth. I also don't think I fucking want to. He doesn't realize somehow, even though I've told him. I wonder if he's in denial. I'm probably gonna toss out the rest of those baked beans. They said maple and bacon. And I was like, I don't have a problem with bacon. I don't know if I like maple, but I can't imagine myself fading it. You know, I like syrup on waffles, and that's what I think of with maple. Yuland opened the number 1 baked beans case. No, Yuland. Those beans over rice? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna throw them out. Because, I have rice. I don't want to make rice. Probably told his investors it won't affect them. You're actually something else. Elon can't make rice? I can make rice. I have a rice cooker that just does all the work for me. I just don't want to. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I don't fully understand why those would work with rice, but not tortillas. I just made rice with my rice cooker? Hell yeah. I would use rice instead of tortillas, but I don't want to have to clean the rice cooker every day. My brother in Christ, I grew up on those beans. Oh, I'm happy for you. I don't like them. I like red beans more. Red beans taste a lot better to me. I don't know, the baked beans themselves probably aren't that bad. It's the maple in them that I'm like, ugh. I grew up on the ranch beans with tri-tip. Give me beef chop suey with rice for the rest of my life and I would die happy. You don't get to talk about taste to me. I'm not talking about taste to you. I'm literally just saying I didn't like these. I'm not saying you're wrong for liking them, you fucking goober. What is wrong with you? Red beans, rice, and cornbread, super goated. You, Yulin? You hear what's wrong with me? I got 99 problems. And this bitch-ass femboy is most of them. Yuland, your subjective opinion is wrong. Simply, don't you get it? Sarcasm. It's true. I am not most of your problems, bits. Look, I don't like the maple and bacon beans. I will stick to my red beans. Here's the thing. I buy these little, like, they're like 3.5 serving bean cans. And I was like, you know, I'm buying like 8 cans of beans every time I go to the grocery store. There has to be a better way. I should probably be buying like the bigger cans of beans so that I'm only buying like 2 or 3 cans of beans. Because it's ridiculous to buy the smallest size, but like 8 of them. And then I looked at the cost and the amount you get in the can. I was like, oh, no, this is actually less efficient and it's more cost effective to buy the smaller version, but just more of. And I also just got the fucking maple and bacon thing of Big Bean. So it was a bigger can. It was like a 6 serving can for $2.30. And normally I get a 3.5 serving can that's like 90 cents. I'd be happy as fuck if Yuli was the majority of my problems. Yuli ain't invited to the cookout. Not like he'd show up anyway. I would show up. Well, if you invited me, I'd be like, I don't really want to go. And then if you were like, it'd really mean a lot for me if you went, I want you to be there, I'd be like, okay, I'll go. I love maple syrup in my old fashioned. Can I come to the cookout bits? I got vegan mac and cheese? Nope. Understandable. Have a nice day. Hi, cute small one. I'm not gonna guilt trip you into showing up. I'm not you gaslighter. That's not guilt tripping. What? Guilt tripping would be like, oh, hey, can you come to the cookout? Oh, no, that's okay. I just, you know, I didn't want to be alone. I was really hoping a friend would be there for me, and but if you're busy, that's fine. I just, you know, I just didn't want to be alone. That would be guilt tripping. If you tell someone directly, though, hey, I really want you to be there, and this is important to me, that's not guilt tripping. Bits needs a date to the cookout. Bits probably has no problem getting a date for the cookout. I would show up to the cookout and I would eat all the sausages. No, the fuck I don't. I hate that. Hate what, Zuby? What, me saying, like, it'd really mean a lot for me if you went? Or Lawson eating all the sausages? We love our ace king. I don't know that Bits is ace. I think Bits is, like, super down to fuck. I think he's just tired of relationships and people. I'm just teasing, bro. I love sausages. My parents also fell in love with sausages recently. And they were like, for dinner we're having sausages. I was like, great. So like hot dogs? And they were like, no, just sausages. I was like, okay. We had dinner. And it's literally just 4 different plates of Italian sausages. I was like, oh, like literally just sausages. Okay. I probably talk to my ex more than I do most people at this point. L. Lamau, we're just having tubed meat for dinner. Any oven baby news? Hi, Icy Fire. Yes, I brought up a story of a football player in Indonesia who got struck by lightning. He and like the rest of his team were just playing in a thunderstorm, and lightning just struck him and he fucking face plants and dies. So that was kind of like sad, depressing, and unfortunate news. Not quite to the level of this overworked, overstressed mom put her baby in the oven, but now she's cool. Wish I could say the same bits. I don't talk to any of my exes. So the first ex, him and I are on good terms, but we've just drifted apart and don't talk to each other anymore. And the last time I spoke to him, he messaged me and was like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm good. How are you? And he's like, this was a mistake. We haven't spoken in 5 years. We're different people now. We have no relationship anymore. I was like, what? You messaged me. Bro, you messaged me. So, like, that's my first ex. That being said, I do every now and then he'll stream on Twitch, like once a year. He'll stream and I'll go into his chat and he'll be streaming like progression on Final Fantasy 14 to his guild, so they can kind of like record the fight and like learn from it. I'll go into his chat and I'll be like, hey, X, I know we haven't spoken to each other in a while, and I hope this isn't inappropriate, but I'm short on rent this month. Are you still buying feet pics? And all of his friends will be like, fucking what? Huh? What? And he's laughing like, guys, that's an old friend. I don't buy feet pics. So that's my first ex. My second ex, she and I had a fucking ugly breakup. And years later, she was like, hey, apologize for everything. Sorry for how things went. I think about how wrong I was back then, yada yada. And I messaged her back basically saying like, yeah, I was a piece of shit back then too. I was a sheltered kid that thought, I had the world figured out, and really I knew fucking nothing. Hope you have a good life. Stay over there and I'll stay over here. We don't need to be friends now. So that's where I am with the second ex. The third ex, I have him blocked. We've talked about him, was like, maybe I should unblock him, but I just haven't. In this scenario, the football players, the baby in the stadium, the oven, and the mother nature was overstressed. The second my divorce is final, I'm going ghost like Danny Phantom. Bro, I'd time Yulin out so fast. Freya, sweetie. Freya is sweetie. I literally have no clue what anyone I've been in a relationship with is up to these days. This is fine. I don't really know what they're up to. I feel this statement. I don't really know what they're up to specifically. No, that's not true. I've looked up the third one a few times to just see how they're doing, because I don't know. I don't miss them, but I miss the relationship we had. The third ex and I were more best friends than actual, like, relationship. More best friends than, like, romantic. And it was like, those people that are, like, conjoined at the hip to someone else? If you see one, you're going to see the other. That's what that friend and I were. For 6 years. And I honestly miss that some days. It's kind of nice being fucking free of it. Because, like, there were a lot of games that I wanted to play, but he couldn't afford. And so, like, when I played WildStar, I basically, like, ditched him. And he was like, only play it if you buy it for me. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking buy it for you, dude. But, like, having a best friend that, I don't know, you never feel like you have to play a game solo with, because you just, that person is looking forward to playing the game with you. Oh, that shit was nice. I miss that. The person themselves, to a lesser extent, I miss them. My exes are still doing the same thing. I feel this statement. 2 of mine have separately turned lesbian and joined cults, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Hey man, I had that for a while. That chick decided she was going to keep trying to push me to date her after. I told her I didn't want one years ago. And recently decided to remove on everything. It is fun to always have a homie to play games with. Yeah. I wouldn't leave you. I don't know if they want that, Freya. I think Strong is after this divorce, they're going to enjoy their freedom and independence for a bit. Maybe forever. Actually started considering dating her too, and she knew it. I have no ex. I gave up before I started. He's right. But I appreciate the sentiment. I only love Elin. What? Hang on, Freya. I thought I had to share. Really? Lie. Alone forever, less fucking go. Shut up, Air. You're not even like 20 years old. Them boys like Elin are a dime a dozen, don't worry. Wow. Oh, it hurts. It's true, but it hurts, damn it. Trog, how's your day been? You literally told me this so he can't be upset. Yeah. But I am over 20? Oh, I thought you were like 18 or 19. You're still super young though, right, Air? You're the brat of Spacefish's chat. And I meant as a friend? Ah. Been chill as fuck, to be honest. I only worked 2 hours. And I just looked at my phone. Those are good work days. I was dumb and didn't see the writing on the wall, but February 2022 was such a good time where, like, I would log into work and I would send an email out. Hey, I don't have any projects. I've notified people to give me projects. Until then, I'm on standby. And I would get an email back that's like, yep, we'll let you know when we have something. And then I would play Lost Ark for 8 hours on the clock. Get paid $200 for the day. And then sign out and be like, all right, I'm done. And I used to send an email out like every day. And after 2 weeks of that, I sent them out like once a week for like 3 weeks. That shit was awesome. Collecting a paycheck just to play an MMO and be ready, that shit was nice. Hi, Lamb. Early walking. Early is the same time. Damn, that chess move, Freya. Well played. I'll always be your friend, don't worry. That's good. I reapplied for work and waiting to see if I get called. Hell yeah. I won't comment on Brat, but yes, I'm one of the youngest in the VTube circles in general. Nice, I need to buy plane tickets and arrange the return of my ex-wife's cats. It's 4 p.m., what do you mean? I go live at 9 a.m. Central, my time, every day, Lamb. Like, I don't start early. He's never early, only late. I haven't been late in a couple weeks. And when I am late, it's only by like 10 minutes at most. Never late, he comes exactly when he intends to. Strog gonna get a dog. I think Strog is gonna go petless for a while. That or he's gonna go like a month and be like, nope, I need something to cuddle. Oh my god, so you know how exciting this new job is for me, LOL? Let's spend 8 hours playing games in VR and collect a paycheck? Yeah. Yeah, the commute sounds kind of awful, but you're planning to move closer anyway. It does sound rad. And then, like, if it all goes well, Non-Dairy, you're on the list for, like, testing other things, right? So, like, their next project, they're like, oh, we need testers for this. Well, let's contact all the good testers from the last project. Like, right now, the contract is for the year, but it could be a life thing, right? Well, not a life thing, but it could be multiple years. It helps me get a bigger place for friends to visit. Yeah, friends to visit. You were late literally a few days ago? I don't think I was. Never. I need to take care of myself how I need to. Strog, you need that hot girl vacation. Yeah, I want to go to Iceland. Yeah, the possibility for more going forward is like, wow, hell yeah. Zuby. Zuby, are you here? I want to ask Zuby a question. Also, Yulin, even though I'm not a boomer, still doubt I'll bag anyone because the only thing I pull is my ass out of bed in the morning. Air, you literally know how to breakdance. What the fuck are you talking about? You literally are, like, able to do, like, dance crew level breakdancing. In what way are you fucking like, I don't do anything but sit around all day? I want to tell you what you sound like to me, Air. Have you ever been in school and you talk to somebody that's like 4 grades under you and they're just like, oh man, I just don't know how much longer I can go. I just don't know how, like, you high school students do it, man. I'm so done with school. And you're like, dude, you're in middle school. You haven't even started yet, bro. Iceland is somewhere I want to visit too. And Norway. I don't want to visit anywhere. Welcome back, Pixel. Austria's cool too. We visit a VR chat world that looks like resorts I've seen a few hours away. No one asked you, Yulin? Yeah, okay. Never too late to be done with shit. Look, I agree. Because I've gotten it, like, a bunch where I'm just like, wow, I'm burnt out from working and I don't want to anymore. And then my dad, who is, like, twice my age, is like, you can't be done yet. You know, you're just starting, buddy. And it's just like, ugh. But, like, I don't know. Air's a brat, and I'm like, what is he talking about? Japan is another, but the countryside? Less touristy. Peepo self-conscious. I'm not a brat. I've seen how you act in Spacefish's chat. Oh, yes, you are. I don't know, Air. I feel like when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, I feel like you haven't even gotten to the age of, like, having meaningful relationships. And I don't want to say, like, you don't know what you're talking about, you're just young. I feel like you have a whole world of experience to gain. And you're writing it off too soon. Air 300% of Brat. LOL, you just starting, buddy. Don't you put that evil on me. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Look, so with, like, working, you can get burnt out really fast and feel like none of it was worth it and it was all just suffering. With relationships is like the highest highs and the lowest lows. Even though I had that really bad breakup with the second ex, I don't really regret it. I feel like the time I had with her, I had some great times. I have some fond memories from that. And, like, I learned from it, for sure, which is something I value a lot. I don't know. I came back from it going, I don't regret this, but I am mad about it. I feel like, you know the phrase, 'tis better to have loved and to have lost than to have never loved at all. Maybe not everyone agrees with that. Maybe, it's not something that applies to everybody, but I'm happy for those experiences. Well, you have heard why divorces are so expensive, right? No, actually. I've never even thought about the monetary cost of a divorce. Other than, like, alimony. Because they are worth it? Oh my god. I cannot believe it's true. I feel like that's it because they are worth it with multiple meanings. Hi, Kisu. Too much ugh. So I have to be in a relationship to validate my being an ace? What? No. That is a good point, Icy Fire. What you're basically saying is, like, if you're ace, do you have to go through a relationship to be like, yep, I'm ace? Or if you just go straight to ace, it's like, no, you don't know what you're missing. Which would be a really annoying point of view. No, I think I'm just wrong, and what you just said is, kind of like, hey, shut up, you, and because of this. Even non-contested because court fees? Well, okay, Kisu, I don't think they were actually talking about the actual money of a divorce. I think it's like, when you divorce somebody, you're so over them that any amount of money is worth it. Because you're just so sick of them. Speaking of court fees, here's something I was thinking about the other day. You know how Pokemon trainers have, like, they have a type of Pokemon? So, like, all the swimmers in Pokemon have water Pokemon. All of the hikers have rock Pokemon. What type of Pokemon would lawyers have? I can't think of, like, what type of Pokemon a lawyer would have. But, like, everybody would have Pokemon, right? And so, like, somebody who works in a cubicle, they could have, like, normal Pokemon, right? Maybe a few electricity. But a lawyer, that's a bit different, right? What do you guys think a lawyer would have for Pokemon? While you say that, I'm gonna get a drink. 4.2 miles. Steel type? I can see steel type. To be honest, I agree. It reminds me of what lesbians hear all the time. You just haven't been with the right guy yet. Yeah. I don't know type, but definitely a Meowth. Not targeting you, just tired of people telling me, don't worry, you'll find someone. Like, bitch, I'm not looking. No. I think I was thinking of like a general, and then you brought a point of view that's like, hey, well, what about this situation that doesn't apply to most people? I'm like, oh yeah. Fuck. Because money awaits psychic. So here's the thing. The only Pokemon I can really think of that fits a lawyer is a Ho-Oh. Hi, Gail. Ho-Oh is the only Pokemon that I'm like, yes, this is a Pokemon that a lawyer would have. And everything else, I'm like, it just feels not as fitting. I feel that hardcore. Bitch. This? Lawyers? Any Pokemon with deceptive moves, largely dark types? Gale. Can I get a Depresso? The bottom air? Nuh-uh. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think a Ho-Oh would be like the most fitting Pokemon for a lawyer? Because I do. Why though? Well, he's a phoenix, right? He's a phoenix, right? Nope, I don't get the Ho-Oh. That would be a librarian. Please somebody get this joke. Lame joke incoming. Bad joke. Just Phoenix, right? Lame joke. Ugh. Mod, beat up Yulin for that. I knew what you were going for. Yulin, don't fucking scare me like that. Bottom air, nuh-uh. Do you guys agree? I see why we don't let Yulin cook now, chat. Hi, Techno Rave. So, I told that in one other chat. Whose was it? I was watching Emery Store yesterday, and I told her that joke. I was like, what type of Pokemon would a lawyer have? The only one I can think of is Ho-Oh. And Emery was just like, well, let's think about what types a lawyer would have. And for like 3 minutes, she went on about like, you know, how they'd probably have dark types, but you know, not all lawyers are evil, so maybe they'd just have normal types. And I'm sitting here just like, just focus on the Ho-Oh part. Oh my god, I'm just trying to get the setup for this joke, please. College sucks. College did suck. It's cook up, Ewan. Your Honor, we would like to double it and pass on to the next person on murder charges. Stream seems to have a minute or so delay for everyone right now. Huh. I know that reference. You know, I want to let you know that I just reported this stream to Twitch for illegal puns. Your Honor, shut the fuck up, you weren't even there. I made 2 different references. Your Honor, my client states Freebird was playing. Dokibird's first VOD got muted because of Freebird. You hate to see it. My client pleads oopsie daisy. 2nd degree tomfoolery. It was such a bad pun, but I'm so happy I came across it the other day. Your Honor, the defendant used the wrong your. They deserve the electric chair. Russian Badger viewer spotted. Only those of us know what references we are making with each other. Of course. I have seen a lot of Russian Badger. against my will. I don't think they're bad at all, but Full Metal Ratchet shows me a ton of their stuff when we watch YouTube stuff together. I love Russian Badger. His vids are like a bad LSD trip. I think he's very clever. Zuvi! Zuvi, are you back? Watch Maxor. The bad LSD trip is Maxor. Bits gets it. Never heard of Maxor? I also haven't heard of Maxor. I want to ask Zuvi a thing because he's German, and I know he's at his computer. He just logged into Star Wars, but he's not paying attention to the stream. Badger, is you and the homies raiding a mental facility? Watch Maxor vids, you'll realize why. Maxor is LSD plus. Why the fuck do my hands smell like rusted metal? Watch his Elden Ring ones. Okay. Wait, I do know this guy. I enjoyed the Ultra Kill ones. Maxor, why yes, I do edit my videos to kill small animals. Huh. Did anybody see the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? I don't understand Wolverine's role in the movie. Hey, Euland, I got a joke. Chicken butt. Alright, what's the joke? It literally sums up his videos. There was a trailer. I ignored it. So they're doing a Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Chicken butt? Yeah, you said that. What's the joke, Techno? You said you have one. There was a trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine. And the trailer was 2 minutes of Deadpool stuff. And I'm like, where the fuck does Wolverine come into this? The joke is the chicken's ass? What? You just said chicken butt. You said you have a joke and then chicken butt. So I'm like, where? Tell the joke. Yeah, so tell the joke, Techno. Wolverine is just there for the name? It kind of seems that way. What do you mean Deadpool and Wolverine is the movie? You just gave us a nutshell that the budget was small still? Well, I don't think it's a small budget. What I'm wondering is just like, is it Deadpool against Wolverine? Is it the two of them working together? Is it the two of them completely separate and just kind of fighting the same thing but never interacting? Kind of like Yakuza 0, where the two main characters never meet till the end. Most of the budget went to Wolverine name. They're gonna make Deadpool kill Wolverine, I bet. Ewan doesn't get it. The only thing I don't get is why Techno isn't telling his joke. He literally is just like, I got a joke, and then forgot. I said the joke already? Where? Actually, okay, so Zuvi had this bug where the things he was typing out didn't show up on chat. And so, like he would literally type it out, and in his chat log, he could see it, but it never showed up on screen to my right, and it never showed up in chat for others. So if you said the joke already, try it again? I didn't see any jokes. Stop bullying you in chat. Help, I'm being bullied again. The thing is, Technorave is absolutely being bullied by me. Because his joke was chicken butt. And I'm pretending that that's not a joke and be like, tell the joke. Zuvi's just stuck in the Shadow Realm. I'm getting mad Uno argument vibes. Could go for a mean one, but probably won't. The joke was chicken butt. which by itself is just upsetting, because you're supposed to rhyme and say, guess what, chicken butt? But he just skipped that first part, which I feel like is less of a joke and more of a troll. So I'm trolling back. I'm gonna divide myself into 4 and cry into each corner of the room. Pat, 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 techno rave. Uno comes through with your Xbox? No, I don't got it. You have Uno? No, I don't have it. I don't have it. It comes free with your Xbox. Yeah, Euland is a bully. I sometimes am a bully. It's more fun to not be a bully. Euland discs? You gotta ask me at the start bits. If you say that at 8:55 my time, we'll go there. False, I got Hexic HD with my Xbox 360. We start stream with this. We would start stream with a little bit of disc. Just a little bit. We'd hang out there for like, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes. And then I would go to a world like this, do my stretches, start walking. A Gale. Do it, Aeon. Please, Aeon, do it. Play Lethal Company with me if you want that. Fucking no. What? That's completely different. Crunchy peanut butter, Ewan? Ugh. Smooth is so much better. I disagree. If jokes stay the same and never evolve, then will it be funny the 9,997th time you hear it, so long as it follows the format? No, and that's a good point, Icy Fire. Jokes should evolve. However, there's some things that shouldn't change. And you can't change things just to change them. If the point of the joke is the rhyme, guess what, chicken butt? You can't take out the rhyme and it's like, hey, we're still doing the joke. It's still funny. It lost its value. Crunchy mashed potatoes? It's so much better when they're smooth. Did you know Lethal Company is on sale? I didn't. Your mom jokes walk in the door. Every time we bring up food, Euland is just wrong. I'm not wrong, because food is subjective. Your mom is so stupid, she thought 0 divided by 0 was GoldenEye. Yeah. I don't even get that one. It is 30% off? Well, so far we've raised $250 for Lethal Company, so I don't need to worry about the sale. And you're subjectively wrong. Troll rogues and no Morlocks don't exist. Oh, good luck, Kisu. I wasn't gonna do anything for the event, Kisu, but then I saw the Love-Struck Mana Ray, and I'm like, fuck, I need this thing. And so I started doing my dailies with it. Crunchy meatloaf. I don't even know anymore, Techno. I'm just straight up confused. If you are Euland, you are just wrong. Hi, Baldier. Oh, Lord, the cute Euland is walking and I'm blushing. Ah, yeah, it's pretty. I'm doing the Chiefs to get the title. I did the achievements for the title, like, years ago, and I have the Violet Protodrake, and since then, I cannot be asked to do any holidays. I want to go home. At least I made it to lunch. Keep feeding content. Hell yeah. Halfway there, Icy Fire. Just half of the workday more. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Honestly, I'm just extremely hungry right now. I'm hungry. But you must collect more mounts. 0 divided by 0. Not 007. That seems more of a vision issue, not intelligence. So squat redeems when? Fucking never. How much? 250? Asking for a pink-haired boy? Donate $250 and I will play Lethal Company. And we will stream it. We will play with the people that funded it. And we will also play with other people on their stream. So, like, we'll play with Proxy. We'll play with Ico. Maybe Foss and Spacefish and Smug. Because I would want to make it worth it for you guys. I may just have my partner make a chair of the two I have left. Quante win? Never. Never. Chat, you will never throw it back on stream. Either by one person or collectively together. I would keep track of it. So if somebody donated like $37 and they were like, this is for the Lethal Company Fund, I would mark that down in a spreadsheet. Collectively, you guys can do it collectively. Just know that there's no like goal timeout. So it's not like over 30 days and you get a refund if it doesn't hit it. If you donated like $200 and we never hit the extra 50, that's fucking mine. That's like thanks for the tip. You didn't hit the goal. All right? I am upfront that it has to be 250. How do you feel about bread? I fucking love bread, Technorave. If bread didn't make you fat, that is all I would eat. I don't own it. I'll just buy it for you. Oh my god. Buying it will count of the 250. So if I get 250, if we hit the goal, I would then buy it and that would come out of the 250. So if it costs $20, I don't know how much it costs. I would have made 230. You, Spidey's and Matt, Peepo shivering. Yeah. Wait, bread makes you fat? literally me watching that, Dahi. When he's just like, I love bread. I could just eat bread all day, every day. And she's just like, yeah, but then you get fat. I was like, what? And he's just like, what do you mean? Well, bread makes you fat. Bread makes you fat? Now I'm sitting there watching, go, bread makes you fat? Just zero clue. There's spiders in your room, air just hidden. Frick off. I mean, technically everything makes you fat if you eat a lot of it, right? Water doesn't. But they are watching you. What distance you at? We are at 4.9 miles, so when we finish Maldraxxus, we will be over 5. I hate you. You don't eat water? I can eat water. Fucking chew it in everything. But wire. Watch me eat up the ozone layer. Did you know eating kills you? 100% of the people who eat die? Oh shit, he's right. Everything, I eat water all the time. What the fuck? Oh god. Don't start it. Strong. Lost One, are you at work? No, can you DM me Strong Lethal Company 100? Just so that I can, like, remember to put it in the spreadsheet. I don't think I'll forget, I just want a reminder for myself. The company is getting kinda lethal. Oh snaps, it's time. 10 billion bananas will kill you from radiation poisoning. Yeah? 100, 250. Yeah, Gale and Bits think it's only 200. It's 250. Hi, Violet. And he is probably still going to push it even further. It was 200 originally. I was okay with pushing it to 250. I was okay with pushing it to 250 because nobody had contributed anything. It wasn't like people had contributed or like $195 and I was like, actually, it's 250 now. We weren't moving the goalpost as people were getting close to it. Hi, Kiark. Pleasure doing business. I can't believe you've done this, Strog. Good thing I don't even have 2 bananas a year if I can help it. Nah, motherfucker, don't lie. That's not fucking why. That is why I was okay with moving it. Ewan, I'm gonna DM you a picture of a strawberry shortcake. Okay. DM sent. Thank you, last one. Hi, sleepies. You gonna keep pushing it if someone doesn't donate for X amount of time? Zandalari trolls don't count as trolls, by the way. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Pray I don't donate further. No, now that there's money in the fund, we are not going to move the goalpost at all. Chillette walk when? Is there a Chillette walk emote yet? I haven't gone looking. I don't believe you until that goal is actually reached. I don't know why you distrust me so much with this. I have never given you a reason to, like, believe otherwise. Bro, people online really like Chillette. Well, Chillette's good. He's a very easy to get boss early on. He's pretty fast for riding. He starts with a good moveset. He's also just memeable. Like Fred. Lethal blank you. Because you already changed it once overmod. I changed it when there was 0 in the font. Also just very cute. If I was hanging off a cliff, I would trust Yulin to save me. You wouldn't kill me, right, Yulin? Over a mod? My reasoning doesn't matter why, Bits. I wasn't screwing anybody over because I wasn't moving the goal after people had donated. That would be scummy. Of course I would save you, Techno Rave. I don't know if I'd be able to pull you up, but I would definitely, like, grab you and make it so that you don't fall until someone else can help, at least. You said it yourself over a mod about the Mimic? Yeah. I can't trust Eland to save me over a cliff because Eland is a small boy. But you are screwing up people by making them spend more for it? That's not how trades work, Gale. Damn, Eland said I was fat. This is so sad. I'm not saying you're fat, Technorave. I'm saying my arms are twigs. I specifically don't do any arm exercises so that I stay bottom heavy. No, I mean people like Chillet, like people like Vaporeon. I don't think people like Chillet in that way, Lost One. I think people like Lavander in that way. Yes, the Vaporeon lost. That's just gaslighting. Chillet is just for it, but upgraded. I saw you bench press Planet Vegeta. I know you can lift me up. What the fuck, Planet Vegeta? Huh? Are you saying I can bench press air because that planet's fucking gone? It's a frost type, not a water type, the last one. Chillet is frost? Oh. I would have thought it's water, but you know, I guess with its name, it is more ice related. Ice Dragon? I'm slowly losing my mind. I need Burger King to open so I can eat something. You sure you want a frostbite from a Chillet? No. I don't want that at all. This is the mount I want. This is the mount I want from the Valentine's event. It kind of looks like one of these things. Less brown in it, though. Just more pink. Gillette is frost, not water. Oh my god, you guys can't tell the difference. Well, based on his coloring, I just thought he was water. And I've only... I don't know, I just thought he was water. I didn't think about it. What is Chillette? Back to work, see y'all. I hope it goes fast, Icy Fire. Chillette is a pal in Pal World. He's one of the first bosses. He's an open world boss. I don't know, he's just a good early on pal. Ice is just hard water, though. Yeah, I'll have Chillette there like a trophy. Given the best bed and fridge. Oh, Powell. I know zero about Powell. I'm so sorry. You don't need to apologize for it. It's fine to not know about the thing we're talking about. Zoe loves Chillette. That's like their favorite pal, and I think they still use him even though they're like getting to late game. For someone that talked about experience increase, you don't know Chillette is Frost? What? Oh yeah, knowing about the experience. I don't know, I've never caught Chillette myself, and I just didn't think about it. Get over it, Aeon. Game is like a 5 of 10. It's... I would put it at a 6 or 7. It needs a bit of work. It is early access. It's very fun, though, compared to, like... The things you compare it to are Pokemon and Arc, and both of them have their problems, and it's doing that style better than those two. Damn. Legit, Pennsylvania has a treat specific to their state called water ice. Still makes me scratch my head. Well, maybe that's why they're not going to exist much longer, Violet. Because did you know that if Trump doesn't win the 2024 election, Pennsylvania's gone? It has potential. Hivex and Pokemon is mid. You get over it, Elin, stream it when? I will never stream getting over it. I've heard 3 comparison already for Power World. What the fuck do you mean Pennsylvania is gone? Trump can still run? They're gonna Brexit? No. If Trump doesn't win the presidential election in 2024, I don't think he can run, but he sure thinks he can. Pennsylvania's gone. The liberals are gonna destroy it. Good. This is straight from Trump's mouth. If he doesn't win, say goodbye to Pennsylvania. Ice or Noble. It took me a little to figure out that same person. I am so lost. 49 states, poggers. LOL, I want to say goodbye to Texas. Feel like it's tardigrade in America. Leave me alone, Kitsu. Bits likes Texas. So far heard Pokemon with guns, Arc, and Digimon World Next Order as comparisons for Palwood. I haven't heard the Digimon comparison. I have heard everybody say Pokemon with guns. It's like kind of, but it's more the game. The playstyle is definitely more like Arc. Hold up, let me leave Texas before you destroy it. Hi, Unknown. Bro just has a vendetta against an entire state. Well, so what he's doing is fearmongering. He was basically at a speech in Pennsylvania and was like, vote for me or the Democrats are going to destroy your state, because that's believable, I guess. Pokemon had an episode with guns. Yeah, it was banned in the US, but I have seen that scene. Realistically, I just think Texas needs to be broken up into smaller states. I disagree, Kisu. Realistically, I think all of the states need to stop being states. I say get rid of the 50 states and just have one country. Maybe territories? But like, oh my god. The different laws between states is just so stupid and just such a logistical nightmare. How Digimon, they don't even have computers in Power World? No? Yulin, you mean like a tribe? What do you mean like a tribe? What? Why does Texas have sales tax? Hey, China does that? At that point, make them separate countries? 5 provinces? I just want to get rid of, like, state lines. I think having state governments is just such a fucking waste of time and effort. Just unify so many things. Just fucking unify it and make it so much easier to deal with. China's done that like 4 times. Now, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think for whatever reason, people have state pride and they're like, we're so much better than the people of that state. I never want to be in the same mix as them. It's just like, fucking, what? I think it would have a lot of growing pains. I think it would be rough at first, but I think in the long run it would be better. There's too many different cultures in the different states. Well, you'd still have different cultures in the different areas. But, like, there's just so many things that are just ridiculous because of it. Why would Yulin do this? Halen, if you're president, would you legalize the consumption of insects? That's already legal. You can already eat insects. Grins in European. What? For real? Why would you think that's illegal? You can literally order a tarantula through Amazon to eat. A dehydrated tarantula. Gonna eat a praying mantis? Give me a sec. Be careful eating those. They are prone to parasites. And they're like really big, gnarly parasites. Techno-Rave just unlocked a new hobby. Streamer baiting viewer into doing illegal things, SMH. Parasite's gonna become IRL Venom. I'm so excited. No, you should watch a video on like praying mantis parasites. You'll see somebody like dip a praying mantis underwater, and you'll see like a 2-foot worm come out of its ass. I can buy roasted crickets in a convenience store nearby. Blech. Kinky. Ew, I know what Yulin is talking about. Yeah, it is wild how much they can compress themselves, and then when they get out, they're fucking massive. And it's just like, how the fuck did that fit in this thing? Screw it, gonna eat my own leg. Where are you going with this joke, dude? No, that's my job. Crickets and grasshoppers are common edible bugs. I need food, I'm sorry. How do you not have food on hand? Like where you live? Bears and parade vendors sell bugs and suckers all the time since I was a kid. Washington State, roaches, crickets, wasps, etc. I've never eaten a bug. I never want to. I am at college. Go find a vending machine. Bring a lunch next time. Weren't those the Last of Us fungi? I'm sorry, Mom. Eat the vending machine. I'll do better. Just live off the $20 the whole week, Techno-Rave, and go potato. You can't do that anymore. When I went to college, I would get $20 of groceries every week. Like raw potatoes. Well, you don't have to eat them raw. You can, like, boil them or bake them. When I went to college, Yulin the boomer. That doesn't make me a boomer. Cook the potato. Hi, Violet. I don't know how to cook. Techno-Rave, start with potatoes. I am woman born after 1993. Potatoes are one of the easiest things to cook. You literally just like preheat an oven to 450 Fahrenheit, cut up a potato into a bunch of small chunks, put it on a baking sheet. Well, you put it in a bowl, mix it with some salt and butter, put it on a baking sheet, leave it in there for 24 minutes, take it out, baked potatoes. Done. It's like one of the easiest recipes ever. Even I can do it. Raw potatoes will kill you. Imagine not having basically free school lunch. Not in the US. What you mean raw potatoes go hard? Hi, Lomas. Eat raw onions. Don't eat raw potatoes though, yeah? Eat them like an apple. Now I want a Hot Pocket. Hello, Air. You said when I went to. That's asking to be called an old person, even though I know you are old. That's not asking, that's just saying I went to college. Microwaving potatoes is easy. They have so much water, they cook easy if you cut them up. Yeah, so the Asmongold method is take a potato, stab it with a fork a bunch, and put it in the microwave for 8 minutes. And that's not bad. Google is your friend. That's how I was able to make some baked potatoes. Free lunch in the US? Ha ha ha. Air the fanboy. Free school lunch? What is this? A civilized country? Please do eat raw potatoes like an apple. Same with onions. Or people do. Microwave a potato for 7 minutes, flip, repeat, eat. Who the fuck microwaves a fucking tater? Asmongold does. And showed everybody in a video how to do it, and everybody replicated it. Potatoes are easy to make while microwaving. I love the fact that it's universally known as Asmongold way of cooking a potato. I know. He's definitely not the one that invented it, right? He's just made it popular. Or a meme in our internet circle. I hate Asmongold's face. Whoa! That's messed up. Once you are broke, you have to find different ways to make food. If it works, it's good enough. Florida refused Fed funding to feed kids during summer, and I'm screaming. As is law. But we're done. Ow. What was that? 5.7 miles? Hell yeah. Good job! I just said good job to myself. Let's update the title. .7 miles. And now we rest. We're also gonna spy on people. We're gonna spy on this person. And it's muted, right? Yeah. If it works, it's good enough. I microwave potatoes. Asmon lives in a hobbit hole. Of course, he microwaves a potato. That is very insulting to hobbit holes, Air. Hobbit holes are very nice and homely. They're not dirty. That and his weird steak. Florida refused federal funding to feed kids during summer, and I'm screaming. Yeah, that was mean. I'm sorry. We out here flip-flopping potatoes. What is this? PH. Also, a streamer from Walmart is... A streamer? A steamer from Walmart is cheap. Steaming veggies is easy. Bro, raw potatoes are literally poisonous. It can kill you. You survived another walk, yay. Just don't die, found one. Yeah, I didn't want to hit that donation at the start of a long video, LOL. Oh, that didn't count for the incline. Nothing that goes towards Lethal Company adds incline whatsoever. That didn't increase the incline at all. I didn't say it right then today, but I have said that in the past. Oh, perfect? Good job, good job. Good job, Homestar. Good job, you, and you are such a good boy. Y'all being so nice suddenly. Thank you. Don't go disrespecting the 5-6 and lower homes. Don't want to hurt the poor boy. Alright, alright. Why not? Everybody look away. Where's my right foot? Where actually is my right foot? Okay, I guess we're turning this tracker off and on again. There we go. Just didn't want to be seen. Hey, Elin, I love you. Please marry me. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. Techno rave. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Just fucking get what you want and throw me in a ditch when you're done with me. You'd have to eat around 20 pounds of raw potatoes at once for it to be a health hazard. You're fine. This may be hard to believe, but I consider Yulin a friend. Oh no, his fem bones. His fem bones! Trog, but what is a friend? T. Where's my right foot? Me after I step on a landmine? Why is Yulin the Krillin of the group from DBZ? Hey, that's a compliment, okay? Krillin was a fucking G. He's literally the strongest and coolest human. It is in fact the green above the potato plant and not the potato itself that is poisonous. And not to a lethal extent, it is a cousin to either hemlock or nightshade. So true. But the tuber you eat is harmless. Same rules with rhubarb. Is someone you can cuddle with after stream? What? No, that's mean. I would never. Why not? Gale just hits you like a punching bag is all. Remember that, Strong? That's animal abuse. What the heck? Do I though, Aeon? I love Krillin DBZ. He's the GOAT. Well done, Ian. Thank you. Because you were too nice. Alright. Where are we going? I need to move my windows a little bit. We're going to switch to this. We're in a Star Fox map right now. Even though you bullied me earlier, Lamau. When I bully people, it's usually out of love, and it's never serious. If it's something that's like, this could actually hurt somebody, I won't say it, unless it's someone I'm really, really close with. I've said some absolutely, like, downright nasty things to Foss, but he's been, like, one of my closest friends for, like, 4 to 5 years at this point, and I know it's something he'll laugh at. If it's something he won't laugh at, I wouldn't say it. But, like, recently, I made he was like, man, nobody loves me. And I was like, your dad definitely fucking doesn't. And for anyone that doesn't know, Foss's dad basically just left. His mom got pregnant and dad was like, yeah, bye, I'm out, and disappeared. And, that got a good laugh out of him. That's fucking, like, that's something that, like, anyone else, I would never fucking say that. Star Fox, more like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, am I right, fellas? No, it's just Star Fox. Referring to the punching bag. Krillin got the W, though, especially at the end of the Abridged with 18. I don't know if they are a punching bag. I'm back. That's not technically true. It depends on how the potatoes are stored and if they are exposed to light, as they start to produce toxin 10 times faster when exposed to light. Hi, Old Spice, Old Spice, Old Spice. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Bits, I love you. Parasocially, you'll come to regret that. Yeah, bitch, like you need exercise. Wow! Is that your first time message? I'm also not fat anymore. They might... I need to go to the new map. Chat is just moving right now. Where are we going? We haven't been to a map in a while that I want to go to. Oh, never mind. We have a new Wispy Woo map, so where I was planning to go, we're not going. Women belong in the kitchen. Man, let's go do it. Yeah, just do. Time them out for 10 minutes. Chill out, Old Spice. They might do that, but also that's worst case scenario. My point is, if you're like me and you like the taste of raw potatoes, eating a few pieces while you're preparing a dish is completely safe. Oh my god, the food place is open. I can finally eat. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye, Technorave. Get good food. Can I do it? Take the shot, yeah. They were being weird. Okay. We gotta turn the camera off. And then, so that I know what you guys are seeing. It's a new... Oh, it's a Valentine's Day map. It's all hearts everywhere. Have good noms. Take a shot at you and too. Oh my god. This is my new favorite map. It's pink and floating clouds. They're playing my song. It was Valentine's? It hasn't been Valentine's yet, right? You found the Segs World. Everyone run. It's the funny guitar song. Account made today, following since 2 months ago. That's patently... If they made their account today, yeah, you can go back and full ban them. Hi, Proxy. Go back, walk somewhere. I just got here. No, Proxy. Wispy Woo made a new Valentine's World. Come join me in it. They have a yin yang bathtub. That's... Huh. You know, I get it for like a Valentine's thing, 2-person bathtub. We gotta turn the collars off. This map is huge. There's like stuff up there. How do I get up there? Neil is too nice. I reported Old Spice to Twitch, lol. They didn't say anything particularly bad. They were like, yeah, I exercise, you fat bitch, which is, that's bad, but... How the heck do I get up there? I want to get up to the 2nd floor. I don't know if I'm going to make this my homeworld over Comfy Cove. Alright. There has to be something somewhere. There has to be a... Oh, here it is. Here it is. It was blending in with the wall. Oh my god. This right here, we're going to spend a lot of time sitting here with that as the backdrop. Less so this one. But having a window behind like the couch, that's the good shit. Progress on making Yulin a great asset has begun. They have done $125? I'd have to check the bits one again. But there has been money to me playing Lethal Company. My proxy I leveled up today, so now we are both older. I wish I could help with it. I need to save money right now. Yeah. You you don't need to give anything to get me to play Lethal Company. In fact, that's not even encouraged, you know? I don't think you should. In fact, I don't think anyone should anymore. The second one was the hate speech, though, or third message, actually. Am I forgetting what it was? Oh, yeah, that one. That one was... I mean, so it's hate speech, but it's also, like, meme-y. It wasn't funny. God, there's so many just fucking... spots to sit. You got a wheelchair as a present, right? Would have expected that to have buttons. I feel like there'd be a way to go to one of those worlds, but... Okay, so good spots for stream. I'm too old to get presents, Aeon. Well, yeah, it's a meme, but you know, I agree. Hi to Canoe. Oh, hi to Canoe. I don't have a camera to wave at. He's just a forgettable edgelord. We move on. So places to sit with a background. This is a pretty good spot here. Having like all that in the background. This one's pretty big. This one's kind of the same, but like smaller, so why? This one, this kind of works. This right here. But there's not much reason to use it over that one. The boat isn't too bad. I don't see myself using the boat. The prime spot. This wall is too high here. The prime spot of this map, though. This right here. Ah. Well. Ah. Oh my god, this map is literally just my color scheme. Hell yeah. Okay. I bring this here. Thank you, you cute nerds. Hell yeah. I need to move this over here, actually. I just noticed the beauty mark under Yulin's eye. Beauty mark? I'm like, forget. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm like, I have a beauty mark, right? It's here, right? And it's kind of hidden by the hair. Which Star Fox was the map from? It was Star Fox Assault. It was a GameCube game. It didn't sell well. You're never too old for birthday presents, but happy B-Day. This reminds me of the stuff Freya is dealing with. Love you, wish I could be cuddling you. You could be here right now, Pixel. The only person stopping you is you. You're choosing to stay at your job and not be fired over being here with me. So, I mean, it's just you, Pixel. Don't get fired from your job, please. You gotta get real close to his face. If you were a true cuddler, you'd know. Did GameCube sell well? I think it did okay. It didn't win its generation of the console war. It did alright. I think compared to the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, the PlayStation 2 fucking dominated. But then Nintendo came out with the Wii, which, if you go by just sales, the Wii might have been like the best console of all time. Making a materials run? Wii is questionable? What are you talking about, Aeon? The Wii is like the highest selling console of all time. Like, it sold so well. I only knew one person growing up who had one. I really like Star Fox 64. My household had 2 GameCubes growing up. This music may be DMCA. We're gonna find out. Oh, actually, it's definitely gonna be DMCA. We'll deal with it. GameCube was nice. To be PlayStation 2 sales are unmatched. That console was god tier. Was it the Wii U? I forgot which one. The Wii U was a commercial failure because people thought it was just an add-on to the Wii. They didn't know that the Wii U was just a whole other console. The name literally shot themselves in the foot so hard. The Wii U is the one with the whole like giant controller, the screen on the controller, and it's the black console. The Wii is the like white box. The Wii, I think, is the highest selling console of all time. It's either that or the PlayStation 2, and I think it's the Wii. Somebody can look up those numbers if they want. I kind of want to get Switch 2 if it turns out good. PSO2, it's not PSO, it's just PlayStation. PlayStation 2 sales went nuts from what I've heard. They did. The PlayStation 2 dominated the console war for its generation. Well, if it is, it's too late already. Yeah, kinda. Elon standing on business was just lost, and which one didn't sell well? The Wii U sold abysmally. I know that about the Wii. The one where you can play the GameCube games? You mean the router? The Wii router. PS2, highest selling, really? Switch trailing PS2 by 15 million. Wait, really? I thought the Wii was the highest selling console. Wii U is prepubescent Switch? Yeah. Switch may outsell PlayStation 2 by the time it's discontinued. Okay, PlayStation 2, 1.5. Nintendo DS, 154. Switch, 131. What was the Wii at? According to this, Wii is 7th best selling? What is the... That's really shocking to me. Because I thought the Wii was always, like, kind of cheating. Because it was so, like, casual-friendly and family-friendly that, like, its numbers just put it in a different league than the other consoles. According to this Wii's 7th best-selling. That's really surprising to me. I just had my numbers way wrong. Had VR controllers, nunchucks, if you will. Or it had VR controllers. So, I remember a post on the VR chat subreddit a long time ago that was like, guys, I finally had enough money to get a VR headset. This is what I've been using. And the headset they were using was literally the Nintendo Labo. And they had 2 nunchucks hooked up. And it was just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck do you mean you've been playing VR chat with that? I'm messing with you, by the way? Yeah. Well, I mean, you say messing, but there were a very small amount of people that were able to hook up Wii nunchucks or Wiimotes to work with VR chat. It just works. You forgot to mention the Xbox Kinect, Elon? Well, I don't know if they use it with the Kinect. The Kinect was like a real VR option. It's crazy to me that 24-year-old console is still #1 in units sold. With how much gaming boomed ever since then, one would think that would be dethroned pretty quick. You would think, but yes, it was just that legendary, I guess. People use that for VR chat as well. Well, here's the thing. The Kinect is like a viable, real VR option. Like, I remember back in the day when people were like, I'm thinking of getting trackers. It was like, okay, you can get trackers or you can get a Kinect. Nobody talks about the Kinect anymore because there's just so many types of trackers that if you want cheap trackers, there are cheap options for trackers. But back then, the Kinect was like the quest of trackers. Is like if you had money, you would get a Vive or What was the other option? A Vive or an Index. And if you didn't, you would get an Oculus. Now it's get a Vive Pro or an Index, namely an Index, or get an Oculus. And for trackers, it was either get Vive trackers or a Kinect. The true do-it-yourself VR setup. Microsoft and Steam's VR environment have enabled monsters. Jizu had his phone and 2 Razer Hydras. What the fuck? That's some janky ass shit I've never heard of. My partner used the Xbox Kinect for full body, yeah. You underestimate how prolific the PS2 is? It was the cheapest DVD player on the market too. Oh, that's why. Actually, you know what? I remember a specific conversation about that. I remember my parents took me to Tahoe, and they went with 2 friends of theirs from high school who also had kids. And I was the oldest there. I remember being like 15, and like my dad's friend, he had kids that were like 8 and 7. And he was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting them a gaming console. What should I get them? You know, I'm thinking the PS2. And I was like, well, I'm really big on Nintendo. So I would get them a GameCube. Typically, the GameCube is more family-friendly games. And he's like, well, the PS2 can play DVDs, right? I was like, yeah, you can. Do you not already have a DVD player? And he's like, no, I do. I have one. I was like, well, then I don't really see the point of getting it for a DVD player. But yeah, it can play DVDs. And if you wanted to, like, I don't know, use it for that or get rid of the DVD player, that's an option. But you're going to find more family-friendly stuff on Nintendo, on the GameCube. So my recommendation is to get that. And he's like, okay. And I could like kind of tell he wanted the PS2. He wanted to get that one instead. The Kinect was really bad though. You had to have studio quality lighting and hope you had no ghosts. You needed to like not move also. You needed to like, if you're just laying down, it was fine. But if you're going to do any dancing, it was fucking rip bozo. PS2 was a good DVD player. PS2 was the best DVD player, ripped DVDs and Blu-ray. Oh, right, that must have helped the sales a lot. Nah, fam, our PS2 was one of the biggest family bonding investments. Never had PS2, Sag, only PS1. I got a PlayStation 2 late. I got it when they had the thin version. And I got it to play Samurai Warriors. And then I got a few PlayStation games along the way. I really liked the Dynasty Warriors series. And eventually, I think there was a Tales game on the PlayStation. I think it was Tales of this, but I don't own that one. I think I played that with Prodiggity. It was his copy. I could probably look at my PlayStation games and be like, oh yeah, these are the reasons why I got it. He wanted to fuck hookers in GTA. PS2 was more family bonding than Nintendo. Nintendo was like Uno where everyone is against everyone. I don't know if I agree with that. Guitar Hero, I had Guitar Hero 1 and 2. Spider-Man games, party games, JRPGs, so many great memories, Ghost Recon. There were tabloid stories about terrorists using racks of PS2s as missile guiding systems. It was very prolific. Huh. I wanted a Vita terribly, never got one. PSP, where's that at? I was a very hard Nintendo fanboy when I was young. And so, like, I had a PlayStation 2, I had a PlayStation 3 and a 360 and an Xbox. But, like, they were only to play specific games. I only had them to, like, play some game from a series that I really, really wanted to play. The Xbox, I don't know why I got the Xbox. I literally only had 4 games for it. I'm pretty sure I got it for Halo. And then didn't play much Halo. The PlayStation 2, I'd have to look at what game specifically I got it for. The Xbox 360, I remember I got to play Tales of Vesperia. When I learned that Tales of Vesperia was coming out on 360 only, I was like, fucking damn it, shit. Whatever. And then I bought a 360 to play that. And then I got a few other games for the 360. So, you know, I got my monies out of it, but That was very specifically to play Vesperia. And then I think the same thing would happen with the PS3. I think it was Tales of Graces that was like, you needed a PlayStation 3 to play it. And so I was like, well, we'll get this one and then we'll get other games along the way. But Vita means life. The U.S. Air Force made a superconductor comprised of PS3s too. Oh my god. Uland is the reason why console exclusives are so profitable. I don't think they're profitable anymore. Xbox is getting rid of exclusives. No, it's just one of my favorite fucking series had multiple teams and they would just work with different... They had the team that liked Nintendo and they had the team that liked Sony and Microsoft. I just wish Sony would. Yeah. Yeah. Gears of War and God of War. I never played either of those. PlayStation might have had a huge inability to play well with others, but their willingness to let you play games from older console editions was top tier. Yeah. Haven't cared for a single Microsoft exclusive title. Yeah. I mean, the PlayStation is outselling the Xbox like 3-1 right now. So, you know, they're not winning the console war. Box is really smart for turning the console into an entry point for Game Pass. Since Game Pass is on everything. What about Gears of God? Microsoft desperate as fuck. I don't know if Microsoft is desperate. I feel like Microsoft is winning. They're just not winning the console war, so they're leaving it. But, like, they are fucking crushing it with Game Pass right now. I still regret the fact that I bought my 360 for a single game. God Eater wins strong. Gears story was the only thing interesting about the series. Don't even need to play the game for that. Yeah, you can watch the, like, Gears of War movie on YouTube. You know, Xbox lost the war when the CEO said on an interview that they are aware that PS is simply more popular. Yeah. Xbox and Microsoft made a huge error when they diverted to being a family console. They really should have hard focused on the gaming aspect of Xbox. God's vegan. Dumb. I heard Microsoft might bow out of the gaming screen if their number doesn't improve. So, Canoe. It's something that people have been talking about a lot lately. It was leaked that Microsoft is planning to get rid of all their exclusives and potentially stop making a console. And the leaks are looking legitimate. And so, yes, it's kind of like already happening. There's a game called God Eater, by the way. They basically wanted to be a giant Roku anime Monster Hunter. I haven't played God Eater at all. I think Proxy's played it a bit. I've watched it a few times. It looks like anime Monster Hunter, but I don't know where the series is now. Maybe if they come out with a new God Eater, I'll try it. Because, like, I looked at it and I was like, I'm not that interested. And then somebody's like, oh, it's anime Monster Hunter. I was like, I am suddenly interested? Hello? I enjoyed Proxy playing God Eater 3. Let's be honest, every game that Microsoft touches either never improves or goes downhill. If they stop buying IPs, we're not losing that much. God Eater is in the same world as Code Vein. I didn't know that. PlayStation is Apple, but in console form. Too expensive of fans that guzzle down anything they release. Code Vein is just Dark Souls anime? Alright, I'm back. What is a femboy derogatory yapping about? Honestly, Bits, chat is just moving so fast that I'm really not getting much input in. I'm just reading what people are saying. I've got the 3 God Eaters on Steam. What do I play? You play God Eater. That is all I know about God Eater, is watching you play it. And, like, watching you play it, I didn't pick up that it was, like, you know, a Monster Hunter. I was just like, oh, this is a game I have on in the background while I listen to Proxy. And then somebody described it as anime Monster Hunter. I was like, I am suddenly more interested. I wish I could forget. Oh, no. I don't really have any interest in trying the old God Eaters. But if they came out with a new game, like if God Eater 4 comes out, I would be very interested in that. Demon Lord. Damn, but why do you look so submissive and breedable today? Today? It was okay, but definitely not enjoyable. It definitely looked like fun with friends. Not only today, also based first comment. Roxy wins CS $500. Oh, never mind. You hate to see it. Message history service unavailable. I super just heard Smug, submissive, and breedable redeem in my head. Dude, Smug and Spacefish went fucking nuts with their redeems. They each have like 20 to 30 redeems. It's like, this is so much. Space Song? We're 100% getting muted. This entire portion of the VOD is just gonna be fucking silent. Which, oops, rip, anyway. That really bums me out, because, like, I don't mind losing one VOD, but I really like this map. Everything about this map, I really, really like. I like the colors, I like the setting, I like how there's actually good places to sit and talk to chat. I'm like, oh god, this might be my favorite Wispy Woo map now. But if the music is gonna get VODed or muted every time, then shit. Is this Valentine's World or Breakup World with these songs, LL? Is Wispy Woo okay? Map 2 pink. It's the perfect amount of pink, Lost One. Why not both? There's so many people live today on a Monday. I want Twitch to update. I want to spy on Aiko and get my channel points. What is happening to the music? I'm normally on top of things. I feel that being one of them. Nice. What even is okay? Monday do be a good day to stream if you can. A lot of people not looking forward to the work week and escape to the Twitch. Or only femboys. I don't know, I don't think of Monday as like a typical like high viewership day. Usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are the ones where I expect to have the most viewers because that's where people aren't at work. Oddly enough, I pop off a lot on Thursdays. I don't know what the fuck happens on Thursdays, but those are some of my like highest view count days. Okay is a state of being where you gaslight yourself into thinking everything is okay, Gale. Man. I worry about some of y'all. I wish I could share the blessings I have in my life with some of y'all. Gaslight, but I don't do that. Because it's Thursday? Today is Monday. Today is Star Wars Day with Zuvi and Lost One. We'll be playing Star Wars with them in an hour. So I shouldn't be going too much longer. But I'm having fun. Okay was the last thing my dad said as he left to go get milk. Oh no. Did you hear BBC is now rated E for everyone? Huh. Hi. You know where the ladder is?
Hi.
It's over there. It looks like a bookshelf in the wall. No, to your right. It's like right at the corner.
It's. I see it. All right.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Hugh.
Mm-hmm. At least you said anything must be nice. At least yours said anything must be nice. Okay. I'll say a little bit longer. They say that kissing is a language of love. So would you mind starting a conversation with me? You're really just coming on hard, aren't you? Just fucking show up and ready to go. Hell yeah. So long as it doesn't get, like, too degenerate or offensive in any way. Hell yeah, buddy. You know it's Monday, right, Strog?
Yeah.
We're not going to stick around too much longer. So it is always a treat to see you.
I'm just saying hi.
Hell yeah. But you a degen anyways? The memory plays like a scene from Naruto.
Me?
Always the same music I can't get out of my head. I don't know. I had a very, I don't want to say idyllic nuclear family, but like by society standards, I did. Mom and dad, neither of them left anywhere, stayed together. I had 5 grandparents. I had a lot of things go right in my life. Does it have the swing though? It has the slow flute. Oh no, not the slow flute. I not that down bad, but come with these all night. The real question is, can you go all night? No. I'm old. And staying up 24 hours is fucking impossible now. At least years left. Mine stayed and made life hell. Oh god. Not that down bad. In quotes. There's so many people live on Twitch, and I literally want to raid 5 different people. But there's one that I'm like, we are very much going to raid them. They're playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to talk about that game, so just raid them all. That's not how it works. Could you imagine if there was a raid function that randomly split your community across different ones, so you could raid 3 people, and if you had 60 people, 20 went here, 20 went there, and 20 went there? That'd be fucking wild. God, no, that'd be so stupid and pointless. So low fam? Yes, it will be low fam. Gotta raid them all. Don't give them dumb ideas. Here's the thing. There's actually a technical implementation to that, so it will never happen. If it doesn't generate them money, it's not going to happen. So you could suggest like the coolest thing that everybody would like, but if it requires an engineer to do any amount of coding, it's not going to fucking happen. If it's something that will make them money, it'll happen pretty quickly, even if it requires coding. But something that's just a cool feature that requires like somebody to actually do some coding, yeah, you fucking put that at the bottom of the wait list. That sounds like a waste of IT guys' time, kicked up. Oh yeah, it's so stupid. There's like no benefit to it. I would never use it. But it is silly. I would only use it. I know some people that would like, they would just have people as part of their like raid crew. So they would just have a list of like 30 to 50 friends, and they would just be like, and I'm ending some raiding, you're going to end up in one of these, and whichever are live from their list, you would go to. I don't think that's good for growth, but there's some people that like, so like Foss. I can see Foss using that because he stresses out over raiding. Like how they came up with flavored condoms. Scatter your viewers like pool balls after the break. Hold on, let me send 2 viewers to VRC stream, another 2 to ASMR, and the rest to a gambling stream, paid Russian roulette. It would really be like just sending a small amount of yourself. And then like, where are you gonna go, right? Which one do you end up in? Could you imagine being in one stream and like, hey, thanks for the raid, and you're like, yeah, anytime. And then 5 other streams are like, hey, thanks for the raid. Crickets. Like, what if, God, this idea is so dumb and should never ever be implemented. When I explained the popular challenge of snorting a condom and pulling it out of your mouth, my grandma asked what they would get out of something so stupid. I bet I could do that. I bet I could snort a condom. Where would the streamer go, though? That's the question? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I hear they are magical. Delicious. And I responded, ribbing for her pleasure and a variety of flavors like strawberry, banana, and bubblegum. Streamer goes nowhere. That would get ever so slightly annoying after day 1. Last time I checked, the condoms are designed to not break, so breathing might be a concern. Well, I mean, so if breathing becomes hard, you'd just be mouth breathing. You'd be like, oh my god, my nose is clogged. You'd need to be like confident. You need to know you sniff really fucking hard to get it through so that you can grab it out of your mouth. Getting it halfway in there, but like it's all the way in. So like if it doesn't go all the way, hopefully some of it is still out of your nose and you can pull it out. If you get it all the way in so that there's nothing to grab anymore, but it hasn't come out the mouth, that's the worst possible situation. Unless it gets stuck in your throat. Yeah, that would suck. If it's stuck in your throat, though, you would be able to hopefully grab it from there. People were actually dying because of sucking them down and not being able to breathe. What were they using? Too small of condoms? Like, it should be like a long enough one that, like, if it gets to your mouth, you can still grab it from your nose. But if you are snorting condoms, I feel like you don't have many reasons to live in the first place. Oh, God. I think cum can help. Maybe.
Whoa.
That's I don't know if a liquid would help or not. Wrong condom size became a lethal concern. So here's the thing. Would smaller or larger make it easier? Streamers, stop encouraging them. I'm wondering if larger makes it safer, so that like, you know, if you don't get it to your mouth, like if you can get it to your mouth and it's still sticking out your nose, then you can pull it all the way through. But like if it's smaller, it just gets stucker. It gets more easily stuck where it hasn't reached the throat yet, but it's gone all the way into your nose. But at the same time, you know, smaller is easier to get through, right? But streamer is an expert on this bits. 3 hours later, we back to square one. My brother calls that natural selection at its finest. Nature selected you to suffer for your stupid actions. Imagine choking on an extra small condom. What an embarrassment. Oh, God. It took less than 30 minutes again. True. What time is it? 15? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna end here. We have Star Wars in an hour. I need to go take care of the cat. I would like to wash off. So we're gonna end here. Ah, I feel bad because Strog just got on it. We're not gonna cuddle at all.
I just wanted to see the world.
It is a very nice world.
I certainly didn't want cuddles. That's for sure.
Okay. Go to the boat. The boat was nice. I like this angle. Okay. I'm gonna come over here. This is the new Wispy Woo world. It is called Heaven Sent. I like it. Except for the music. I really like it. We'll see if the VOD gets muted. If it doesn't, I might come here a lot more often. No. I love you. Friends don't let friends choke irresponsibly. /raid LoFam. We're gonna go watch some Star Wars. If you like the game he's playing, we're gonna play it in the Discord later today. Very soon later today. Have a lovely day, Ewan. You too. He's abandoning us again. I'm not abandoning. I'll be back tomorrow. Kind of known as Community Shafted. Anyone need anything? Huh? Let me choke in peace. Think of the people that had to face the pearly gates after dying of autoerotic asphyxiation. Can't you mute world volume to get rid of music? I can, but I want music. And so I'd have to, like, find music on YouTube to play. And it's just nice when I can play the, when I can play world music. I don't think they were that many, to be honest, but the look at St. Peter's face must have been great. You always give the homie mouth to mouth. Always. I know people that died to deep throating. Oh god. Oh god, the raid's almost going through. We did 5.7 miles. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. I need to open where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. I love you. Bye. Oh no, he's be right back.